So at IFA last year, Acer announced the Nitro Blaze 7, and it turns out that just wasn't big enough for them, because they've now come out with the Nitro Blaze 8, and as I'm trying to hide but is peeking around behind of me, is the Nitro Blaze 11, which is the biggest Windows gaming handheld you can get today. Let me tell you about it. So the Nitro Blaze 11 comes with almost the same specs as the rest of the lineup. It comes with AMD Ryzen 7 8840HS CPU with its built-in 780M graphics as well. Alongside that, you've got 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM and the 512GB SSD built in there as well. And that's about where the differences end, because you've got this 11-inch, almost as big as my head, WQXGA display, 2560 by 1600 resolution, and it runs with a 120Hz refresh rate. One key difference here being that the Blaze 8 and 7 have 144Hz refresh rate. Price-wise, Nitro Blaze 7, $799, the 8 is $899, and the 11 is $1099. And I'm just getting nods from the PR people behind me, so we're doing a good job. So connectivity-wise, you've got Wi-Fi 6E, which will give you some pretty fast online gaming, because this is a Windows gaming handheld after all, so it doesn't have all of that weird anti-cheat software incompatibility that SteamOS does. And it does take advantage of its additional size with many more ports on the back of it. So you've got a USB-A, so you can actually connect your peripherals as well, alongside the other bits you expect from a gaming handheld, like the micro SD card slot and 2 USB-C. And of course, with the impending Nintendo Switch 2, this also has detachable controllers. And for its massive size as well, it does also have a kickstand. So you can hold these and play to your heart's content. I was a bit nervous that this was going to be like a metric ton in my hands, but it's actually a lot lighter than I expected it to be at just over 1 kilogram. And the weight distribution feels nice and even, and with the big hand grips on the back as well, you can get a pretty good grip of it. And also, it helps that my hands are gigantic, so it actually makes it look like a normal size gaming handheld. So with a 55 watt-hour battery, it's not the largest capacity that we've seen in the gaming handheld. And with the Ryzen 7 8840HS chipset, which is pretty good at battery efficiency, you should be getting a good hour and a half, up to 2 hours maybe out of this system, especially with that 11-inch display. So what do you think? Would you pick up an 11-inch gaming handheld like this? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you want to see a lot more content like this coming out from Tom's Guide, subscribe. You'll see the button somewhere there. I always get lost. And of course, go on to tomsguide.com for all of the latest CES news. And I'll talk to you guys soon.